In your first position, this is you. Look at you. So a queen to me doesn't necessarily mean, you guys know that, that it's a air sign. It is in this case, with you being Libra, because this is your position. But this queen has come through a lot, king or queen. It can be king or queen for me. The Queen of Swords has come through a lot, has come through a lot of tragedy, has had not an easy life. But they have what they have because they have this understanding that it's part of their lineage, that they are royalty, that it was theirs to begin with, that they come from this line, right? So the Queen of Swords is not afraid of hard work. She will put in the hard work, but she doesn't have to put in the hard work because she's trying to get something. She already understands those things are hers to begin with, right? So she has no problem when she thinks about a situation or someone in her life or relationships. She has no problem letting go of those things or those people, because she's been through enough that she knows this is not my vibration, this is not what I want, and I'm going to let that go. Okay. That's this queen. So that's you. You've come to this point in love, and love is the energy for me that moves through all vibrations. So we could be talking about work, we could be talking about your purpose, we could be talking about your siblings, we could be talking about your relationships with, your family and your friends and romantic partners. Kind of depends. So, and they could be more than one thing that I'm talking about. You'll know because it resonates with you. So this queen is at this stage where she knows what she's going to get because it was hers to begin with. And she's come through so much, and it's time for her. She's like, it's time. It's time for me to smile. It's time for me to be happy. It's time. That's where I feel like you're at. I feel like you're directed. I feel like you've done everything that you possibly could in a lot of your situations. I mean, we always have growing to do, but the major ones, you've like taken up the sword and done what you needed to do. And that's kind of where you're at, right? And this is in a lot of areas of love for you. So their advice in the situation is the Two of Coins, or the Two of Pentacles. And that is balancing in your life the things that you want and the things that you have, the situations, the people, the love that you want and the love that you have, right? Balancing, if somebody new comes into your life, how am I going to incorporate that in my life? How am I going to incorporate them in my life? Because I am so independent, because this queen is very independent. Being independent does not mean that they have to be single. It just means that they're independent. That's just their nature. So understanding if you are single, understanding if that person comes in, how is that going to look in my life? What am I going to do? And also, for some of you, balancing, I love these people, I love my life, I love this relationships, but I need time for myself too. So I feel like that they're saying, remember to balance in all of that. Remember to be balanced in that. Love yourself as much as you love them, because you're just as valid as they are. You're part of the whole. Okay, that's their advice. When you have this love and these situations and these people and these relationships, remember, you're just as important as they are. Okay, now where you come from is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups was about thinking what I don't have, how much I didn't get, what people did to me, all of that. And so at some point you were like, nope, I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to get into this other vibration, and I'm going to appreciate what I have right now, because this person is like, I'm not really appreciating. So they're like, it's like you came through these situations and these relationships and these things, and in your life, and you're like, no, I see it. I know I'm going to get this. I just got to get to that vibration, right? And so at some point in the recent past, you became the queen. You stood in yourself. You became the Queen of Swords, where you're like, no, I'm going to get this because it was mine to begin with. I'm going to do this because this is what I want. I'm going to do this because it's not hurting anybody. I'm okay with it. It was mine to begin with. And there's a way to do this where we can compromise and everybody gets something, right? That's where you've come from. Now, in your fourth position, the first 2 weeks of September, You have the Nine of Cups. So this is a really, really good card, even though it's, if I'm talking about a long-time relationship, I don't just want to see a cups. This is still a good card because it tells me that better times are here, that it's time to smile. See how he's smiling? That you have filled your cups. And now it's time to enjoy. These times are, this is a very positive card for those of you that like positive and negative, that you can relax now a little bit, that you can actually smile, that you can, because you know what happens sometimes, especially with this queen, she is working so hard and she has been through so much that she forgets sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes she forgets to smile. She forgets that there was a place one time where she was happy. She forgets, or she knows that place, but she gets into this habit of not allowing herself to have it, right? So they want you to know that it's safe, and in the next 2 weeks you should start seeing benefits of that. You should start being happier. And I'm not just talking about emotionally feeling content. I'm talking about because something physical happened. I am so sorry. I apologize. I forgot to turn off that phone. So they want you to know in the first 2 weeks that you are going to be in a better space, that it's time for you to relax and to be happy. It's time for you to smile again. It's time for you to enjoy and allow those things to come in, especially through your sixth house. If things start happening, enjoy them. Don't overthink them. Don't try to control it. Just enjoy them. Even if it came from nowhere, even if it comes from nowhere, don't think, oh my God, did I work hard enough for this? Or why are they giving this to me? Or what's going on? Like, just enjoy. That's what they want you to know, that it's this time for you. Okay. So from your fifth position, this is your higher self. I always ask your higher self, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in love? And you have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is all about looking here at what you don't have, at what has been done to you, at what, who did what and why I did this to them and all of that. And you forget to appreciate the things around you. And so what your higher self is saying is, take the time, because I tell this to all my clients when we're talking about getting into a different vibration. The easiest, fastest way to do that is to start with a state of appreciation. Okay, so begin to look around your life, look around your friends, look around you and say, you know what, I do appreciate that. It may just be one friend that I have, but that friend is always there. And that friend, I can pick up the phone at 3 o'clock in the morning and they will just listen and they make me feel better. Like, just getting into that and just saying I appreciate them will get you into a different vibration. Okay, because there could be some things that are coming, or there could be some things that you have not made a choice about that's causing you to do this. And they want you to get into this vibration so that you can accept all of these things. Okay, because you have some things coming. All right, so that's what you'll be working on in the month of September. Now, in your sixth position, the Queen of Wands. So this is the later half of September, the second half of September. The Queen of Wands is all about, this could be a person coming in your life, actually, for some of you, because it could be romantic, or it could be a business partner. It could be a friend. I think some of you are going to have some friends enter your life. That's interesting that I'm feeling a lot more friends. So this person is very passionate in what they do. They're very ambitious. They're a burst of energy. They're like a lot of energy, but they come with their heart open. They're very driven. Okay. And this person knows how to be a true friend. Now, if this is a lover or this is a romantic partner, this person is, so the queen to me is not mean that they're just a queen or a king. It means they can be both. This means this is more about the characteristics of this person. So this person has a lot of passion. This person can have fun, but in balance. This person knows when to have fun and be serious as well. This person knows how to get things done and go and play and shut everything else out. Right? So this person's coming into your life. For some of you, it is time. You have been in a space where you have been trying to figure out Do I want this person? Do I not want a person? You know, what does my life look like with this, with a person in there? For some of you. For others of you, you've been dealing with like, you know, am I going to let this other person go? I've invested so much time, and you know, it's time for some of you. It's time for you to have this person come in your life. For others of you, this could be the way that you're handling things in the second half of September, which is very driven, very ambitious, but in balance. It's not like you're going to cut somebody out and run them over or anything like that. It's like it's you shining, okay? Because I see Leo a lot here. So you shining, you really stepping into your purpose in your life and these relationships, and really engaging and really seeing it in a balanced way. Okay, so this could be the type of time that you're going to be having. So not only are you going to be having, like, you're going to finally start feeling safe and secure and smiling and happy, but then you're going to get this burst of energy where you're like, you know, let's go do this. I do want to do this, and maybe more driven and maybe more ambitious. And this could be in your not just your love, but in your life purpose, in your business, in yourself, and loving yourself. Okay, so congratulations. It's about time for some of you. Now, in your 7th position, this is your fear. So your fear is, will I have any other options? Because this means opportunity, opportunity, opportunity to me, those seen and unseen. So your fear is, will I ever get those opportunities? Will I get the opportunities that I think I see in my head, that I think I know? Will they ever come? Because I've been in such a space for such a while that I'm wondering if that's going to come, right? Is that person going to come? Are those situations going to come? Is that money going to come? Is the business going to come? Is the relationships going to come? Like any of that. So this is just a fear. Remember, a fear is there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. You already know what you don't want. Some of you don't want to be alone. Some of you know that you want a partner who's equal. Some of you know that you want somebody who truly, truly loves you. Some of you know that you want specific friends around you and you want this type of family. Like, you know what you want, so stay in that. A fear is just like a GPS. It's there to guide you as to what you don't want so that you can move over here at what you do want, okay? And I think this has to do with this, because you can get into the space where you're like, but I can't see that, and why did that happen? And, you know, nothing ever good happens to me. And, you know, you can be in that, which is not true, because if you say nothing ever good ever happens to me, come on. Like, everybody has something good happen to them. So get to this space, all right? Now, in your 8th position, this is the way a loved one will be viewing you or dealing with you. And for others, this is the universe. So you have the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is all about making a decision to go one way or another with something, right? And so for some of you, this is an actual lover or a partner or friendship maybe, or family. They're like looking at you like, I don't know which way to go with this person. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trying to make a choice about this person, and they're not making it. They're just trying to figure out how to do it. So that's how they'll be dealing with you in the month of September. For others of you, if this is the universe saying to you, that you need to make a decision about something, you need to go one way or the other. They're not saying that you have to, if you go one way, that you're not going to have the other. They're just saying take an action to go one way, and eventually those two may come together because you've already said what you wanted, right? But for others of you, this is also saying, you know, trust the process of why you made yourself the way you made yourself. So if it takes you a minute before you think that you have enough information to make a choice, then allow yourself that minute. Don't be so hard on yourself, right? Like, you'll move exactly when you're ready to move, and it's okay. It's okay. You are balancing Libras and you have to balance it. So balance it. Don't get all anxious about not being able to balance it. Just allow yourself that time, allow yourself that love, balance it, see the sides of the situation, and then make a choice. Okay? Now, in your 9th position, excuse me, in your 9th position, this is your hopes and dreams, but to me, this is the outer realm of the energy you're calling in. So some of you are like calling in this delay of news. This, because this to me is delay of news. So I think this has to do with this. Because this is the thing, Libras, you can get into this time where things are happening and they're happening well and they're happening like it would normally be a space where somebody could feel secure and safe and stable. And then you start thinking in your head about, well, what if it goes? And what if it leaves? And what if things mess up? And what if, and what if, and what if, right? So you can do that, or you can just stay in this and understand we have phases in our life, but whatever we're thinking will come about, right? So if you keep thinking, if you're in this and then you keep thinking this, well, your thoughts become reality. So that's going to come, right? And so I'm feeling like this delay of news of this lover, because I'm feeling it a lot because of what you might be doing here. But for others of you, this is about getting to that space of this page. This page is a really nice page because they know how to smile. They know how to think outside the box. They are brave. They are courageous. And they have such a vigor about them. They have such excitement and anticipation, and they're adventurous and they can do things, right? And so becoming the queen or the king can sometimes you'll forget this part of you because you were once a page, right? And so they want you to, when this comes about, enjoy life again. Enjoy these things that are coming to you. Don't overthink it, and don't try to control it. Enjoy it. All right. So I hope that helps. Now, look, you have this coming, and I'm seeing you want to do this or this. Like, look what you have coming. This is awesome. So you have the 9 of coins. This is your overall outcome of what you'll be working through in the month of September. The 9 of coins, you know, that to me, the 9 is completion in the tarot. So the 9 is at a space where you have worked so hard and you have done so much that you are finally at a place where you're independent, where you're finally at a place where things are coming to you and you feel stable. And the 9, this person being single or solo in this picture, doesn't mean they're not partnered. It just means that they've accomplished a lot and they are now able to reap the rewards and feel stable, feel financially stable, feel stable in relationships. And that's, I think, what they're wanting you to do for this month of September, when these things start coming in, because the coins to me is manifestations of things that are physical, tangible. When these things start coming in, understand where you are. Understand that you're going to be in a space where, if you're not already, because this could have already started happening, you're going to be in a space where you're safe and you're comfortable and you're financially stable and things are happening for you. Okay, this is a 9. For others of you, if it's just love, romantic love that you have been working on so hard, you're going to get to the space where you're going to be able to enjoy the tangible things of that relationship. Okay,